So here we are in Hot Springs, Arkansas, which is our last national park on this leg of the trip. Hot Springs is known for the water that comes from 45 different underground springs, and the temperature averages 140 degrees down there. So it's steaming and it's quite warm, and I will not be drinking it right now, maybe later. Historically, people have come to Hot Springs for like medicinal baths. They believe that the Hot Springs water had healing powers, and so different baseball teams came here to improve their pitch, and Al Capone used to hang out here and go through an underground tunnel from his the place where he stayed to the Hot Springs, which is where he gambled illegally. So we're going to check this out, see what's up, see why there's a national park in the middle of a city, and come along.
Things that you can do at Hot Springs National Park is tour the historic Fordyce Bathhouse, which was built in the 1870s by a guy named Sam Fordyce, who came here because he had malaria and rheumatoid arthritis and was given 6 months to live, and then through the restorative powers of the hot springs, he lived 40 more years after that, and since he had been healed by the springs, he went over to Europe to also do some spring treatment there with the bathhouses. So Sam Fordyce came back from Europe and built his own bathhouse here in the 1870s, and he wanted to give people the same experience that he'd had in Europe, because when he was here the first time, he was just in this like cruddy old motel, and they had to bring the hot springs water to him. So this way people could come and get treated in the same building and everything, and have places to rest and relax and all sorts of different kinds of hydrotherapy. So they're working on putting out the artifacts and exhibits for the second and third floors of the bathhouse, but since we were here 2 days early, we toured the first floor, which was still interesting, and we learned a lot about like the practices of the time. Our guide, her great aunt, was a bath attendant here, and she had done a project where she interviewed a bunch of different bath attendants, and so we got to hear a lot of like little anecdotal stories about people that they treated, famous people that they treated, including Al Capone, who tipped his hand-picked bath attendant $100 for every bath that he took.
Bathhouse Row had about 8 bathhouses that were all serving people's medicinal and health and spa needs, but as time passed and people got jacuzzis in their own houses, I guess, this practice has declined, and it kind of fell into people not coming here for bathing anymore, so the bathhouses got repurposed. Some of them are spas, one of them still offers the traditional bathing treatments, and the Ozark, which is behind me, was a museum of contemporary art. Unfortunately, it's run out of funding, and I think today is its last day, but you can see as you walk down Bathhouse Row all the different styles of architecture that the bathhouses have, and all the different purposes that they serve now.
So one of the practices that's been going on pretty much since the hot springs were discovered and still sticks around today is drinking the water from the springs. So these fountains are both in the park and a couple outside the boundaries of the park, where people just come and fill their jugs with spring water. And it's been chemically analyzed by the chemistry department at the University of Arkansas to find that it actually doesn't even require any treatment or filtration, and you can just drink it from the spring.
Hot Springs water.